It's just going to be a typical summer week with highs into the 90s. A great forecast to enjoy some ice cream, to go swimming, go up to the lake. Overall pretty quiet too. Storm chances are low and winds will be light throughout much of the day, but each afternoon it will get breezy from the Washoe Zephyr. But a good amount of sunshine is in the forecast and temperatures will be on the hot side, so feeling like July. Today so far the high 93, which is seasonable for this time of year, and no rainfall today. Still a good amount of sunshine, but we do have some cumulus buildups and we are watching for a couple thunderstorms south of Lake Tahoe. 92 degrees so right now. Winds are variable. They're much lighter than they were yesterday, and the humidity is very low. It's down to 8%, so the air is very dry. We always want to stay fire aware, especially when it's this hot and our fuels are dry. Temperatures right now are in the 90s for most of us, 79 even in South Tahoe. A great day there with a good amount of sunshine. Compared to yesterday, we're about 5 to 7 degrees warmer at this hour, and tomorrow will be warmer than this afternoon. We have dry air coming up here from the southwest. There is a pretty weak area of low pressure offshore, and we're on the underside of it, and that provides us with southwesterly flow. And this time of year, southwesterly flow really cuts off the thunderstorm chances and keeps us dry. We do have a few cumulus clouds though south of Lake Tahoe when you get closer to Bridgeport and Mono County, and that's where it's possible you could see a stray shower, but it's very isolated, really not a big deal. So there's that area of low pressure I was telling you about in the southwesterly flow in advance of it, and that's keeping things pretty benign here in the Truckee Meadows. But temperatures will be on the rise. Tomorrow will be in the mid 90s. By Monday afternoon, the low is pretty much still sitting there, but we'll have enough instability into northern California to where we can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm. And just like today up around Tahoe, can't rule out an isolated shower thunderstorm, but overall it looks to be dry. I mean, chances are very, very slim. And then on Tuesday, same bet. I mean, this low is pretty much just going to sit there and temperatures will stay in the 90s. We'll have an area of high pressure off to our east, so enough wind in the late afternoon to where you'll still want to be fire aware, but most of the time winds will stay fairly light and will be in the 90s. So there's that thunderstorm chance I was telling you about, mainly from Redding northward and into southern Oregon. Most of us will stay dry for your Monday. In Ely tomorrow, high of 87 degrees, 88 in Austin, 98 in Hawthorne, and warmer tonight. Overnight lows will be in the upper 50s to the lower 60s, mid to upper 90s for afternoon highs in the Basin and Range. 94 in Carson City tomorrow, 96 in Reno, and lower to mid 80s around Lake Tahoe. So tomorrow very similar to today, but we're going to kick things up a notch. Again, just your classic summer afternoon with highs in the 90s. Overnight lows will be into the upper 50s and up at Lake Tahoe tomorrow. A nice boating day, high of 82 degrees, a nice hiking day, at least up in the high Sierra. Will be hot in the lower elevations. Wind speeds there anywhere between 10 to 20 in the late afternoon. 96 in Reno tomorrow, mostly sunny skies with summer heat expected. Winds will be coming out of the east for the first half of the day and coming out of the west by the afternoon, and winds will hold off throughout much of the day, but in the late afternoon and evening will be breezy, just like clockwork from the Washoe Zephyr. So 96 degrees tomorrow, 93 on Tuesday, 90 on Wednesday, and upper 90s, flirting with the century mark by Friday and next weekend.
Gosh, you know, I think the 96 calls for 4 ice cream treats.
Oh yeah, 4? Oh wow.
4, maybe that's rising up to
I'd have to change my scale. I think you have to make it up to 100 for me to call for 4.
Oof, yeah, well, we could be looking at that. You know,
yeah, by the end of the week. Yeah.
Thank you, Angela.
Yeah.